the hero element. Here we see how we can create different kind of hero images. First we have the default hero with a title and subtitle, and then we see all the various colors that we can use. Then we see different sizes. We have a medium, a large size, and a full height hero. Then we see all the sizes again, but this time with a gradient effect, where we can see the gradient from the one side to the other. We have all the colors. And finally we see an example of a hero with a hero head, with a navbar, and the hero foot with some tabs. Let's see how we create all of this. First, let's create our default hero. So we will use a section tag and give it the class hero. Inside this we have the div tag with the class hero body. And then we want to limit the width of our content and center it. So we also add a div tag with the class container, but you can put whatever content you want inside. Then we'll use an h1 heading element with the class title and the text hero title. And we'll also use an h2 heading element with the class subtitle and the text hero subtitle. We'll close the element again. Let's see what this looks like in the browser. Now we have our default hero, but without any background color. Let's see how we add this. We'll copy this. So to add the primary color, we simply use the modifier class isPrimary. It will now have the primary color as the background color. Let's create the other examples before we take a look in the browser. We can use the modifier class isInfo. The modifier class isSuccess. The modifier class isWarning. The modifier class isDanger. The modifier class isLight, and the modifier class isDark. Let's take a look in the browser. Here we see all of our different colors. We can have additional sizes as well. To make our hero medium sized, we use the modifier class isMedium. Let's also give it a background color. We'll choose the primary background color. To make it large, we'll use the modifier class isLarge, and to better see this, we'll give it the info background color. We can also make it full height. To do this, we add the modifier class isFullHeight, and we'll give this the color of warning. Let's see these examples in the browser. Down here we see our medium-sized hero, our large-sized hero, and our full-sized hero. Okay. Now let's see how we can apply some gradient effect to our heroes. So we'll start with making this a large hero and give it the primary color so we can better see the effect when it's large. To add this gradient effect, you need to add the modifier class isBold. And we'll just create the rest of the examples to see how it looks like with the various background color. So this will be the info color, this will be the success color, this will be the warning color, this will be the danger color, this will be the light color, and this will be the dark color. Let's save and take a look in the browser again. Refresh, scroll down. Here we see the nice gradient effect from one side to the other in all of our different background colors. Finally, let's see how we can create a hero with a head and foot. So we'll paste in this again. I'll just alter this so this will be a medium sized hero, and we'll remove the gradient effect. Now, before our hero body, we want to create a hero head. So we add a div tag with the class hero head. Inside this, we'll create a navbar. So we use the nav tag with the class navbar. We want to make this a primary navbar, so we add the class is primary. For accessibility, we'll also add the role attribute with the value navigation and the area label attribute with the value main navigation. Inside of our navbar, we'll add a container to limit the width of the content and center it on the page. Then we'll add the navbar brand. So we add a div tag with the class navbar brand, and then we'll add an anchor tag with the class navbar item, and the additional class title to make it larger, and the modifier class is marginless to remove the margin of this element. We'll give it the text company name and close our anchor tag again. Then we'll create a button tag, give it the class button and navbar burger. This will create the burger icon. We'll also give it the data target attribute with the value nav menu. We'll close this again. Remember, you should check out the lecture about the navbar to learn more about how to structure these navbars and how to make the button work to expand it on the small screens. So this code is from one of the other lectures. These three span elements will be for the lines in our burger button. Okay, now we will create our navbar menu. So we add a div tag with the class navbar menu. We'll give it the ID nav menu. So this was what we were referring to up here. Inside this, we'll create a div tag with the class navbar end. So we'll position this at the end, which is the right side. Now create an anchor tag, give it the class navbar item, and the modifier class is active, so this will be the active one. Let's copy this, remove the modifier class, change the text to services, copy it a few more times, change the text to about, team and contact. Let's take a quick look in the browser, refresh. Now we see that we have our navbar set up. Let's continue. For our hero body, we want to center the content, so we add the modifier class has text centered. Let's take a quick look again. Now it looks better. And then finally we want to create our hero foot, so we add a div tag with the class hero foot. Inside this we want to create tabs, so we add a nav element with the class tabs, and the modifier class is centered to center it on the screen. Then we add a div tag with the class container to limit the width of the content and center it on the screen as well. And inside this we create a URL tag, and for our first list item we want to give it the class is active, so this will be highlighted as the active one. Then we'll add an anchor tag with the text sitemap. Close the anchor tag and close the list item. Then create one more list item and an anchor tag with the text copyright. Close the anchor tag, close the list item. Duplicate this twice, change the text to support and jobs. Let's save this and take a final look in the browser. I'll refresh, scroll down. Now we see that we have our tabs down here in the bottom. So this was all about the hero element.